What's going on, guys? My name is Matt Omega, and welcome back to the Pokédex Quest Gen 1 with Let's Play Pokémon Yellow, the finale of Let's Play Pokémon Yellow, in fact. In the last episode, we defeated that guy at the top of Indigo Plateau and became the champion of the Kanto region. We traversed the Cerulean Cave and caught the strongest legendary in the game, and may or may not have abused illegitimate but appropriate means to obtain a Pokemon we can't really get anymore. And in this episode, it's time for us to complete this Pokédex. Now, as I said at the end of last episode, off screen, I went ahead and evolved... Hi there. She's just staring into my eyes. I went and evolved every Pokemon I have yet to evolve and filled up the rest of the pages in the Pokédex. I'm going to be going over those Pokédex entries and evolutions with you right now. So, if you'd rather just cut to the chase and see the complete Pokédex at the end, feel free to skip to this timestamp right here. As for why the font is different, I'll explain later. It's a long story. But anyway, let's get started. Ivysaur, evolved from Bulbasaur at level 16. The bulb on its back grows by drawing energy. It gives off an aroma when it is ready to bloom. Venusaur, evolved from Ivysaur at level 32. The flower on its back catches the sun's rays. The sunlight is then absorbed and used for energy. Charmeleon, evolved from Charmander at level 16. Tough fights could excite this Pokemon. When excited, it may blow out bluish-white flames. Charizard, evolved from Charmeleon at level 36. When expelling a blast of super hot fire, the red flame at the tip of its tail burns more intensely. Wartortle, evolved from Squirtle at level 16. When tapped, this Pokemon will pull in its head, but its tail will still stick out a little bit. Blastoise, evolved from Wartortle at level 16. Once it takes aim at its enemy, it blasts out water with even more force than a fire hose. Pidgeot, evolved from Pidgeotto at level 36. This Pokemon flies at Mach 2 speed seeking prey. Its large talons are feared as wicked weapons. Raticate, evolved from Rattata at level 20. Its hind feet are webbed. They act as flippers so it can swim in rivers and hunt for prey. Fearow, evolved from Spearow at level 20. A Pokemon that dates back many years. If it senses danger, it flies high and away instantly. Arbok, evolved from Ekans at level 22. The frightening patterns on its belly have been studied. 6 variations have been confirmed. Sandslash, evolved from Sandshrew at level 22. It is skilled at slashing enemies with its claws. If broken, they start to grow back in a day. Golbat, evolved from Zubat at level 22. It attacks in a stealthy manner without warning. Its sharp fangs are used to bite and suck blood. Gloom, evolved from Oddish at level 21. Smells incredibly foul, however around 1 of 1,000 people enjoy sniffing its nose-bending stink. Vileplume, evolved from Gloom with a Leaf Stone. Flaps its broad flower petals to scatter its poisonous pollen. The flapping sound is very loud. Venomoth, evolved from Venonat at level 31. The powdery scales on its wings are hard to remove. They also contain poison that leaks out on contact. Persian, evolved from Meowth at level 28. The gem in its forehead glows on its own. It walks with all the grace and elegance of a proud queen. Arcanine, evolved from Growlithe with a Firestone. A legendary Pokemon in China. Many people are charmed by its grace and beauty while running. Poliwhirl, evolved from Poliwag at level 25. Under attack, it uses its belly spiral to put the foe to sleep. It then makes its escape. Poliwrath, evolved from Poliwell with a Water Stone. Swims powerfully using all the muscles in its body. It can even overtake champion swimmers. Weepinbell, evolved from Bellsprout at level 21. When hungry, it swallows anything that moves. Its hapless prey is melted inside by strong acids. Victorybell, evolved from Weepinbell with a Leaf Stone. Lures prey with a sweet aroma of honey. Swallowed whole, the prey is melted in a day, bones and all. Graveler, evolved from Geodude at level 25. Often seen rolling down mountain trails. Obstacles are just things to roll straight over, not avoid. Golem, evolved from Graveler by trading. Once it sheds its skin, its body turns tender and whitish. Its hide hardens when exposed to air. Rapidash, evolved from Ponyta at level 40. Just loves to run. If it sees something faster than itself, it will give chase at top speed. Slowbro, evolved from Slowpoke at level 37. Lives lazily by the sea. If the shelter on its tail comes off, it becomes a Slowpoke again. Dugong, evolved from Seal at level 34. Its entire body is a snowy white. Unharmed by even intense cold, it swims powerfully in icy waters. Hypno, evolved from Drowsy at level 26. Avoid eye contact if you come across one. It will try to put you to sleep by using its pendulum. Executor, evolved from Execute with a Leaf Stone. Its cries are very noisy. This is because each of the 3 heads thinks about whatever it likes. Seeking, evolved from Goldeen at level 33. It is the male's job to make a nest by carving out boulders in a stream using the horn on its head. Starmie, evolved from Staryu with a Water Stone. The center section is named the core. People think it's communicating when it glows in 7 colors. Omastar, evolved from Omanyte at level 40. Sharp beaks ring its mouth. Its shell was too big for it to move freely, so it became extinct. Kabutops, evolved from Kabuto at level 40. A slim and fast swimmer, it slices its prey with its sharp sickles and drinks the body fluids. Dragonair, evolved from Dratini at level 30. According to a witness, its body was surrounded by a strange aura that gave it a mystical look. And finally, Dragonite, evolved from Dragonair at level 55. It is said that this Pokemon lives somewhere in the sea and that it flies. However, it is only a rumor. 151. We have seen and caught every single Pokemon in the entire first generation, including the event-exclusive Mew. Granted, that was through a glitch, but we did it anyway. I'm not going to let anyone take that from me. So, there's only one thing left to do. Let's go see Professor Oak and show him our complete Pokédex. "151 Pokemon seen, 151 Pokemon owned." Our Pokédex is fully complete. That's the only jingle we get. You know, later generations would actually have a bit more of a bombastic jingle for us for a complete Pokédex. And it seems I had everything mixed up. Our reward is actually not with Professor Oak, but he will definitely tell us our Pokédex is complete. Our reward is actually over in Celadon City. We want to head to the Celadon condos, which is this one. Oh, Celadon Mansion, whatever. It's called the condos in the Fire Red Leaf Green, so yeah, I'm gonna stick to it. Now, one of these floors, as I'm pretty sure I showed off before, it's not this one. I think it's the next one up. So this floor is the offices of Game Freak, as I've shown before. This guy here wanted us to come back when we completed our Pokédex. He has a reward for us. That's it! That's all we get. Yep, all we get is this diploma. Player Matt, congrats! This diploma certifies that you've completed your Pokédex. Game Freak. Well, thanks guys, but I don't think anyone would disagree with me when I say I'm a little bit underwhelmed. I've showed off to the development crew, okay. Ah, so the graphic artist can actually print out your diploma using the Game Boy printer, which I obviously cannot use as I am using an emulator. He is just surprised, and does this guy do anything? Yep, so yeah, that's all we get. I mean, yeah, if you had the Game Boy printer, you could print out your diploma, and I guess it'd mean a little bit more, but not really. But yeah, that's it. Talk about anticlimactic. Fucking palette. It's always good to come back here. This music it calms me. But yeah, that's it. We have completed our Pokédex. And there's really nothing else for us to do. Well, I can't think of one thing I could possibly do. See, while I was grinding, my trusty Gyarados Shenron was my grinding partner for the entire thing. He was the Pokemon that got every other Pokemon up to their right levels in order to evolve. As a result, he is level 100. Look at that! Oh, Jesus Christ. And it gets even better. At level 52, he learned Hyper Beam. Oh, I haven't healed yet. So yeah, out of all our Pokemon to reach max level in this run, it was Shenron, our Gyarados. He really is a dragon that can now make wishes come true. In fact, he's a dragon powerful enough to take on the Elite Four all by himself. So, while I give my final thoughts on the project, it's time for a segment that I like to call Fun with Gyarados. Man, I gotta tell you, this has been quite the crazy roller coaster of a Let's Play to make, and I'm not sure that I can really describe that enough. Just all the things that happen, there's so many ups and downs with everything, it's just... Man. I'll admit that when I started this, I really had no idea what I was doing or what I was getting myself into. This is my first full Let's Play, after all. And, I always wanted to make good of the idea that I wanted to make a Let's Play series where I'd go through each generation and complete each generation's Pokédex. It was a crazy idea, and I still think I'm crazy for even thinking of it in the first place, but that's nothing compared to how crazy I must be that I've actually started the damn thing, and not just that, but gotten through the entire first generation already. And it's only going to get harder from here, I know, but I gotta say, I really, really enjoyed doing this. Like, even through all the moments that I just got really frustrated, Safari Zone, this became so much fun to do. Like, yeah, at the beginning I still didn't really know what I was doing, and things were still a bit, you know, scratchy, and I don't think scratchy is the right word. I was still very nervous, and still had no idea really how to go about things and what to talk about. And again, I really didn't know what I was doing, but eventually, as time went on, I became a lot more comfortable with the role, and recording became a lot more fun to the point where I just wanted to keep doing it. Like, I had more important matters to take care of. I had to work. I've got my classes at university and all that. But I just wanted to keep coming back, and I wanted to keep recording, and I'm so happy that at the end of this, I was actually able to do so to the point where I've been consistently uploading a new episode every day for the last couple of weeks, and I'm happy I was able to reach that point, especially with how many delays I encountered throughout the Let's Play, because I had to move place for a little while. There was the point in time where my computer broke and I had to get a new one. There was work. Work was a big one around that time, and let's not forget, in November, Pokémon Sun and Moon came out right in the middle of this Let's Play, and I'd be lying if I said that that wasn't a contributing factor to why we encountered some delays around that time. I did, of course, complete Sun and Moon's Pokédex. You don't have to worry about that. I believe it took me 65 hours. It was around 65 hours. And for a brand new game that I knew nothing about already, I'd say that's pretty good for a initial Pokédex completion of the generation. Man, this has been quite the ride, because I was able to go back and play these games again, something which I normally wouldn't do too often, because let's be real here, the entire first generation of Pokemon, it's not entirely worth going back to unless you're going back for either the nostalgia factor, which I don't really go back for anyway, or just to see how things started, or for some people, they just want to see how many ways they can break the game, because seriously, you can break these games just by breathing on them. I've made jokes about its poor coding, and granted, it's not the worst thing in the world, but there are a lot of areas that's still poorly coded. Like, all in all, these games haven't aged too well, I'll be completely honest, but there is still a degree of fun in coming back to these and abusing the then broken mechanics. I mean, my Alakazam, Shikamaru, like, there are some cases I'll have a complete resentment for psychic types just for how overpowered they are in this game, what with their lack of weaknesses and the special stat being one stat, the combination of special attack and special defense, and I don't think any Pokemon in this game takes advantage of that more than Alakazam, except maybe Mewtwo. But actually owning an Alakazam for myself in this generation specifically and just abusing the system, just it's so much fun, and it's just as much fun with a Gyarados because its special in this generation is amazing, and it won't be this good until Generation 4, where they introduce the physical special split for attacking moves. So, all in all, these games, they have aged pretty poorly, but they are fun to come back to, and I was glad I was able to come back to them to make this Let's Play. And not only that, I was able to learn a fair few things more about this game than what I already did, because, like a lot of other people, I've been playing this game since I was really young, and I thought I knew a lot. Like, I thought I knew a fucking lot, but there are a bunch of things that I was able to learn for myself, including all of those little, programming quirks I was bringing up toward the end of the game. Like after I got that Rage TM and needed to research what actually it did, I was just like, wow, is this broken? I need to look up some more of this stuff. It was really interesting to have to go and research a bunch of this stuff about a game that I thought I already knew so well. And it was really fun. And absolutely hilarious. All in all, for the Let's Play itself, it definitely had its ups and downs. Again, the start of it was definitely shaky, especially with my commentary, but I do think that I ended up getting a fair bit better, because as I said before, it got to a point where I was enjoying coming back to record more and more, and not just that, when I was editing these videos together, I wasn't just enjoying recording the game, I was enjoying the end product of what I was creating, because I could hear myself getting better little by little, and it was satisfying. And there were some moments that actually did make me laugh editing and post, especially when I was starting to have a little more fun with the editing, because that I think is when things were really taking off, when I just started to go a bit more nuts with the editing. The entirety of episode 9.5 was an absolute joy to edit, and not just for cutting around all over the place, but just listening to myself slowly lose sanity as I try to catch that Abra. Another big one was the Snorlax, because the song I used during the Snorlax sequences is called Dodo's Coming from Super Mario RPG. I've been dying for an instance where I can actually use that song to good effect, because the song itself is just so hilarious and so applicable to so many funny situations. Then there was, of course, the to be continued meme, which was really fun to put together, and I was actually legitimately laughing the first time I put it together. Although, keep in mind, after Lavender Town, the rest of the instances of those were against my will. More on that at 11. I have an explanation for this, I swear, but not right now. But I really don't know what else I can say at this point. This was a challenge to do, and it's only going to get even more challenging from here on as things get more complex, as more Pokemon come along, but I think I can do it. And as I've had so much fun with this generation, one that I don't come back to very often. So for the rest of the series, I feel like I'm gonna have a really good time. Just by how much fun I'll have. There'll still be this fair share of frustrating moments. I've still got Safari Zones to contend with after all, but yeah. As for what's next for the channel, well, next for the Pokédex quest is going to be Generation 2, of course, and for that one I'll be tackling Pokemon Crystal. But that's not going to be the next Let's Play I do, because, frankly guys, I need a break. Not from Let's Playing, from Pokemon specifically, because there was recording this Let's Play. There was the playthroughs of both Red and Blue I did beforehand, in order to catch the Pokemon I needed to trade over, catch the footage of me doing so, and, practice the route I had, made so that I could easily get through the game. Which worked for the most part. I mean, there were a few places where I could have done a bit better, especially when it came to Pokemon I can encounter outside of the Safari Zone. I'll work on that, I swear. But also, again, in November, Pokemon Sun and Moon came out, and so I've been playing a lot of Pokemon these last 6 months. I need a little bit of a break. Normally, Pokemon is something I can just continuously pick up, but when I play it this continuously, I just need a little bit of a break before I jump into Crystal. Granted, Crystal is going to be a much more fun time, because I love Johto half to death. Pokemon Gold was actually my very first Pokemon game. But yeah, Crystal is next for the Pokédex quest, but not next for the channel. As for what's next for the channel, I'll keep that under wraps just for now. I don't think it'll be too long before I end up recording that, because I don't want this break between Let's Plays to be too terribly long. I do want to jump right back into it. I mean, there are some things in real life I need to take care of course, but yeah. So stick around for that, and for those of you who've been watching this, thank you so much for finding me and putting up with my content. For those of you who've been around for actually watching my stuff for actually a little bit now, thank you so much for sticking with me all this way through thick and thin, because again, I really do think things didn't start out too well, but definitely got better, and by the end, I think I've actually been able to make something that's pretty alright. But yeah, that's it. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is it for the Pokédex Quest Gen 1 with Let's Play Pokemon Yellow. The next time we meet in the Pokédex Quest, it will of course be Generation 2 with Pokemon Crystal. And next time, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching once again. And until next time, guys, my name is Matt Omega. and I'll see you guys later. Okay, one more thing. I will never forget this satisfaction for as long as I live.